So if a person goes into ICU and they bring a flower or perfume or anything, perfume or any kind of flower, and they have pneumonia, the nurses won't allow it because that could be the difference between them surviving or not. We have to be very careful what we're using as disinfectants while somebody is sick with the flu or virus. I really like Lysol wipes. They don't seem to stay as long. And I like vinegar, baking soda. I like using Tide right now. If I'm going to come up with some of these ideas, Tide is a pretty strong one to wash these with. So this is my idea is I'm going to show you first what I would do in the case of if we run out of all of these supplies or the doctors do. My first idea is that everybody has ski suits, most people do, or snowboard suits. So viruses can't get through Teflon and then all that thick material. I mean, water can't get through there. So I've been seeking an idea that we could somehow rewash these materials in the hospitals or like people that have to work with the sick people. So I was considering that like the full body suit. So say, goggles, because you can boil those every 4 hours or 5 hours. Only boil them for about a minute though, because you don't want to wreck them, and wash them and sterilize them. Then you put those on to protect your eyes. Then you can wear the full face masks that they sell from the ski resorts and like with no openings. They just have like a full face, and the goggles, they have eye holes. Those are the best. And even they have a fleece inside and a Teflon outside. Very good because you can rewash them every day if you're out in the public and you have to go shopping like they are having to do in some of these countries in Asia and stuff. Okay, now I would like people using the sponge on the inside of that Teflon. So if you could buy full face masks, thick ones that are made with fleece or any kind of, a thicker kind of face mask for skiing and snowboarding, that would be great. And then I suggest that you put the sponge. So I would definitely cut this one because it's so big. So it's a little bit bigger. So I'd probably cut it in half so that we could use it for 2 people. But I'd like it this wide so that it can cover your nose and your mouth. So you would just do this and then put the mask over top. Because it's so huge, it can block any germs from really coming in. And you can reuse it. Honestly, you can wash these, it's no problem. And you can use disinfectants, not strong ones, but like Tide or something, and maybe hot water. And then you just dry it naturally, not too long. The sponges could really, really help us with this problem because viruses can't jump through something big like this. They just can't. And we have to come up with products that are in our homes and in our environments that we can use. So you put this on, and then you can either add a mask to it, but it covers your nose and your mouth, and you make it a bit skinnier, so you have 2. And so you cut it with a knife or an X-Acto blade in half, and then you have 2. We're forgetting that viruses can't jump through thicker materials. So like a big fleece collar or something, like even those things, like those chenille collars that are really thick and they have like 2 layers, those would be really great. You wear a big hat and you cover that to your mouth and your nose, and then you can rewash them. Buying those would be really great. And then you wear goggles, of course. Like even swimming goggles will be great because it can't get in there, and those are awesome. We have to come up with our own resources that we have sitting in our homes and in our storage rooms, because at the end of the day, this virus, is out there, it's in the earth, and we have to figure out ways of protecting ourselves other than relying on throwaway masks and throwaway gloves all day long. Okay, now I did buy some very thick snowboard gloves that are waterproof on the outside and thick fleece on the inside. Awesome. Nothing's getting through that. I can wash them, turn them inside out, and reuse them. Because let's be honest, soon we're going to run out of all this stuff, and people are already just walking around without anything. I mean, if it does come here. Now, hold on. In a second, I'll show you how to use the plastic bag.